Hi, I'm Paul with RackOutfitters.com, here to show you the Thule EasyFold. And here we have it installed onto this vehicle that has an 1.25" receiver hitch. This is a Mercedes GLC. So I'll go over some of the key features that make this rack unique. For starters, this is a platform carrier which supports bicycles from the wheels up, giving it always a consistent ride height above the ground. Also, this rack is ideally suited for heavier bikes. For example, electric bikes that can be over 60 pounds. This rack can support 2 bikes weighing as much as 65 pounds each. Also, it's excellent for bicycles that may have fenders because it has these arms that come up to grip a hold of the frame, and it is not dependent on the wheel like you find with most other platforms that have a hook-on wheel design. So I'm going to take it from this deployed position into the stowed position. And then I'll go ahead and pull it off from the receiver hitch. With it removed from the receiver hitch, I can show how it actually is held into the receiver hitch. For starters, this is a solid steel 1.25" stinger. Here is a wedge. This turn knob will tighten the wedge into the hitch, giving it a very effective anti-wobble both vertically and horizontally. Additionally, there is an adapter that allows this 1.25" stinger to be converted to 2-inch, giving this rack extra capability for both 1.25" and 2-inch receiver hitches. Here we have an auto pin, and this auto pin will help us to align the rack into the hitch at the appropriate depth. So I'll go ahead and lift the rack up. I will drop the stinger down onto the bottom ledge of the hitch, bring it into a vertical position until it begins to slide inward. And then next, I will push the auto pin against the side of the receiver hitch and then slide it forward until it automatically finds the hitch pin hole. Next, I'll go ahead and tighten this knob. As I tighten it, I want to go ahead and give it a little bit of a jiggle to make sure that that wedge is fully seated into the corner of the hitch. And once that's done, you can see you've got a very effective anti-wobble. Now, also from a security standpoint, I have a key. I'll insert that key, lock it, and now the turn knob spins freely without the ability to remove it from your receiver hitch. Okay, so next we'll go ahead and load up a bicycle. We'll take it from this stowed position into a deployed position. Another unique feature to this rack is that there is a telescopic ramp that's included. The ramp has tabs that engage into the slots. And I'll go ahead and load up a bike into this inner position. First, I want to detach the wheel straps. And I'll grab the bike. Just important to have the bicycle tracking straight. So without having to lift the bicycle at all, it rolls right up to the rack height very easily. So here I have the gripper, and this will come down and wrap around the bicycle frame. I can tighten this up. It has a torque limiter, which means as I tighten, it'll get to a point where it'll click, and that way I know it's not over or under tightened. So there's clicked, and we have a good solid connection. Same thing that we did down below to lock the rack to the hitch, we can also lock the bike to the rack, and this spins freely now since it's locked. Okay, and lastly, we want to go ahead and take these wheel straps and get those cinched down snug on both the front and rear wheel. Okay, and then now this bicycle is ready for transport. So another unique feature to this rack is the ability to access the back of the vehicle. So to do that, we have a foot pedal here which we can push down on to release the platform from the base, allowing it to tip outward. And here you can see you have plenty of access into the back of the vehicle. And that's with up to 2 bicycles loaded. Okay, and the last thing I want to show you is how this rack can be removed and actually stored inside the vehicle in a very, very compact way. So I'll take the bicycle off the rack. By the way, we have a second bicycle position that's here, and a nice feature to this design is the ability to disconnect the arm and reconnect it as it travels through the center of the second bike. So it can be mounted in many different directions wherever it makes the most sense to get a good grip and good positioning without interference of the bicycle frames. Okay, so let's go ahead and take off this bicycle. Okay. We'll just tuck that down out of the way, push down the lever. A strap is also included to provide further stability to this platform. The strap is included with the rack. That just keeps the 2 halves of the platform a little more stable. Okay, now I'll go ahead and remove the rack. And to do that, I've loosened the knob. I'll pull outward on the auto pin and then pull it out. Now, the part I mentioned as far as storing, there's an additional lever on the back side which allows you to tilt in the entire hitch assembly, making the entire rack very portable. So those are all the key features of the Thule EasyFold. This product and the full line of Thule products is available at AcuTight.com. I'm Paul, thanks for watching.